we've done, because they would probably understand that, because a society as advanced as theirs probably has a very good understanding of mathematics.
Oh yeah.
We should probably find some way to like represent math to them and like kind of tell them like, hey, we know about math too.
Well, that's why they say mathematics is the universal language. Everybody would understand 1 and 1 is 2, 2 and 2 is 4.
With dots in the radio waves we send out.
Yep, we do that. We do that.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that's a good idea. That maybe would that like lead an alien to my house?
It could, but you'd be more likely to lead a alien to your house by doing the CE5.
I know, you can like make them show up like in the sky and shit with
They literally, not just in the sky, their fucking energy beings will stand next to you and talk to you in your mind.
CE5 does a lot of weird shit.
I have not experienced that, but I really want to.
Make sure you do the meditation first so you get your mind in the right state. I edited a video the other day. I got the clip of Donald Trump being asked at interview if he needs to uphold the Constitution. He's like, I don't know. I have some really good lawyers about that, but I don't know, right? And then I put the 2016 and the 2025 inauguration, them swearing him in, and in the swear-in, do you swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States? And he says yes each time. So then after it, I was like, it sounds to me like he knew he's supposed to uphold the Constitution. Somehow that got violated for copyright. And I was like, fuck you, bitch. I made this video. It's not copyright. This is mine.
How is that copyright?
I don't even fucking know.
What is there copyrightable about that?
About a public news broadcasting.
That makes no sense.
Like, how does that even work?
He sees, I don't know, maybe Trump doesn't want people to see it.
I guess these people knew that I went and took a pee real quick.
You know what really blows my mind is that it's like, you know, like politicians, like, they don't do drugs and shit usually. Or most of them. It's like all the soberest motherfuckers that are like raping kids.
It is.
Or like they're doing like crack or some shit or some dumb shit.
That's the drug they're doing, crack cocaine.
Yeah. But they're never smoking like a joint or anything normal.
Only Clinton and Obama.
Now Clinton also liked to probably touch a lot of children, but it's a known fucking... He's probably like one of the biggest names in Epstein's fucking log.
Oh yeah.
But he might have done it, but he still likes kids, so... Maybe it doesn't work on everyone.
Obama was never on anything near Epstein's fucking flights.
Dude, there was a painting inside of Epstein.
I used CE5 on a plane.
Bill Clinton
Did
in
you?
a dress. Yeah.
How'd that go?
Was
there?
How the fuck did that
Tell
work?
me about yourself.
Did you see anything?
Did the aliens, like, cause turbulence?
Nope, my window sucked.
No, your windows suck.
Not a good view. It's like the whole wing.
So there could be a fucking alien outside and it's just trolling you.
Yep.
Because he knows you can't see.
Literally the whole wing.
You're like, great. Awesome window seat, guys. This is not what I had in mind when I said I wanted a window seat.
I also could meditate. I just hate flying.
Right?
I get a massive headache behind my eyeballs.
Oh no.
You stay flying.
That's not pleasant.
Meditation is really easy, but I feel like some people just put out so much misinformation online on like.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate you, Raven Rain.
Like,
every time I fly and it gets super painful as the plane lands.
It just takes practice.
Woo! Good game, everybody.
Painful as the plane lands.
They all leave.
Like my brain is gonna explode.
That's crazy.
One of the party members apparently popped in and was checking out the stream.
What games do you play?
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Alright. So now...
See, how many streamers do you see talking about fucking alien, like, discovery?
Nobody. Everybody's either just talking shit about things, or...
Or just talking about other people.
Yeah. We talk about the mysteries and the religions and the politics and the sciences and the sex.
The sex.
Van der sex.
That's a really good fucking thing to talk about. It's one of my favorite conversation topics.
There we go, the residential sector.
Like the amount of dopamine like a pre-internet person got from losing their virginity.
Oh man,
you can fucking imagine what that was like for them.
Too much. Oh, look at that, a lookout spot.
Like they don't even have any like instructional videos to go off of. They just have like word of mouth. Or they just like put 2 and 2 together. They're just like they're looking at theirs and they're looking at their partners and they're like, I think these things go together.
It said I needed a level 9. This. Okay, we got it.
Y'all don't know how bad I want some kiwi strawberry Minute Maid right now.
How bad do you want it?
Like, pretty fucking bad.
Go get some.
Low key, I'm about to drive to the store and get some. I'm looking online right now to see which stores have it.
You should totally do that. Hi, Mess. Red Mage. Okay. Clerk P50910. What's up, Clerk? I got a present for you. Oh shit.
Sual, PS5 has 16 GB of RAM. Very, very impressive.
Very impressive. My phone has 20 gigabytes of RAM.
Your phone has 20 gigabytes of RAM.
Yeah, it's a badass phone. The OnePlus 12 Pro. It has 14 plus expandable to 6, like virtually expandable to 6 more.
Regular RAM just opens more tabs.
Oh, so 16 gigabytes it comes with.
Mm-hmm.
And
that 16 can be boosted.
512 gigabytes of just regular storage.
Yep. It's pretty powerful.
$900.
It's a gaming phone.
Shit. I mean, I kind of want it.
The OnePlus devices are badass. They're cheaper than new iPhones. And they have the fucking really cool features. And they're one of the better phones.
Like Androids, because here's the thing about Androids. You can run any code that you want.
Well, not just that. Like, people say that Android suck because you can get a $20 Android phone. You can't get a $20 iPhone. But then, on that same token, the most expensive phones with the best specs are like Sony Androids. Fucking phones, which are Androids.
Yeah.
Like the Sony Xperia, that's like one of the most expensive phones in the world.
And the cameras on those phones
are sick.
Light years ahead of the fucking iPhones.
And so, just because you can get cheap Androids doesn't mean Androids are cheap. They made that so that everybody can be on Android.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I gotta go switch the dogs. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Hi, Mutts.
Video RAM versus regular RAM. VRAM is for, like, processing graphics.
Go! Go! Get in your fucking...
Jesus Christ.
Around! Come on!
Phones don't have RAM, just graphics cards in computers.
Go, 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 go! Go, go, go!
Regular RAM is for system processing.
Be nice to each other. Fuck off!
Damn. Why are they tweaking?
Because it was just time for them to be switched around.
Yeah.
They all bark and go crazy when I go in there and move them all. Hi puppies. Hi puppies. I love you girls. You want to see the puppies, Echo?
My avatar in Vercat used like 200 millibars of RAM. Also, hell yes.
Alright, I am gonna drive to the store real quick.
Okay.
What are you wearing? I mean doing?
I don't know.
Alright.
When I am in a world with like 30 people, my RAM skyrockets.
I'll stay in the party. I'll be back in
Does
a sec, though.
Alright.
This battle shall be our last.
Same with FF14, I'm sure. More avatars and models to load.
Oh yeah.
My avatar is Vercat consumes like 250 millibars of RAM, and it's super high quality, with rough maps, textures.
Your avatar in VR chat?
Be destroyed.
Is that a lot?
Gleaming steel, like my power.
I can show about 10 people before my RAM maxed out at 6 gigabytes.
I don't know too much about what that does.
More like 15-20, but I only show the nearest 10 people around me to consume less RAM.
Oh, that's good. So it doesn't res in it only reses in 10 or 15 people, but there's more people around. How does it know which people to res in?
Curious when Sin will be in. Game streams at 8 am for 1 hour, 1 pm and 8 pensum for 3 hours Pacific. Yes, I have a circle around me that only renders the people in it. The rest will show up as nothing avatars, but I can still see their outline.
Oh, okay. They're not like corporeal.
You! It cannot be! To me, warriors of light! I am salvation, given form. Mankind's first hero, and his final hope. For victory, I render up my all.
Damn.
Your demise will be our salvation.
When RAM is full, the GPU starts using your system RAM, regular computer memory, as overflow storage.
You still stand. Very well. Be gone, spawn of shadow!
It is much slower and drops frames by half. But I can still play the game about, only cause I'm used to 15 FPS games.
Darkness must be destroyed! My soul knows no surrender. Hope, grant me strength.
After overflowing, CPU loads video data into the RAM for your screen, then either decodes it directly or passes it to the GPU, which is why
You gotta make your comments less long. which is why it takes so long to process video on regular RAM. Oh, what the fuck?
You are the cosmos experiencing itself as a human being. You are more powerful than you
realize. Why did that kill me?
Steel, light my path!
I saw the county F.
Right?
Begone, spawn of shadow! Darkness must be destroyed! My duty! No, not yet!
Warrior of Light finished. Oh damn, we are so close to gaining the next level. Look at that. We got 6.8, we need 6.9. The next dungeon, it's on.
In 2016, the best graphics cards you can get was the 1060, which came with 3 GB or 6 GB of RAM.
Which is like nothing. Hey, I received a player commendation. No, 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 that's not where I want to go.
Yup, 3 years later the 2060 comes out in 2019, still 6 GB of RAM for cheap model and 12 GB for expensive. A lot of these people are rich, and their lives suck. They will spend absurd amount of time in Vercat. Yes.
Dude, I have to transpose a riff later, and it's really difficult. Forest.
I don't see another person but like once every other week.
Does that not drive you insane?
No, I don't mind. Like, see, this is the thing. People who are shitty people can't stand being alone.
Yeah.
They got too much negativity inside of them, which drives them crazy alone, and they can't do it. They don't like their own company. They can't stand themselves. They can't stand their own thoughts and feelings. Me, I'm happy. I'm good. But I need some fucking pussy to smash.
For real.
You can make a mannequin.
You just need your own woman there. That's the only thing that's missing.
That's what I found Nikki and had her for 6 years here, but broke up with her a couple years ago. And then I found Aaliyah, but she didn't live here.
Y'all met up, and then the internet ruined it.
Yeah, fucking internet losers. She and I had a great time together. Those people fucked it all up for everybody. Our friends, our family. Oh yeah. I got to go to New York. I got to have sex with a model. Come on.
I mean, hell yeah.
That was the first model I ever fucked.
I'm honestly kind of surprised.
I was too.
I feel like that would have happened before.
I wasn't around people. I was just around just normal people.
And do you think the people in your life now are not normal?
There's nobody in my life now.
There's just no people in his life.
You still work at the veterinary office out in the mountains?
It's not a veterinarian office.
You just raise dogs.
Yeah, I just work with dogs. Yeah. But soon that's going to change, and I'm going to be moving to Southern California, and from there, I'll be doing stuff with, like, shelters, and getting kill shelters dogs adopted and rehabilitated.
So that's going to be your job down there?
It's kind of what I want to do.
Alright. You got hella experience.
Exactly.
And many like there are many references of like people who are familiar with your work.
Oh yeah,
that you do good stuff.
Oh yeah. Anybody that's interacted with the dogs that I've raised is like, oh my god, this is a great dog. My personal dogs that got adopted out, they were those people's blessed dogs or best dogs ever. Big Man, Blastoise. All right, let's go.
Blastoise is such a goated Pokemon.
Big Man Blastoise.
Enter the interdimensional rift.
My favorite Pokemon is Kadabra. Like the little psychic dude. His Pokedex entry is really interesting. Kadabra is like a child who like woke up one day with psychic powers.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's just like that I'm actually just tweaking, or I feel like I can communicate with like my animals, like my cats, like my pets.
You can.
Telepathically when I'm on acid.
You can. But you can do it normally too. You don't need to be on acid to do it. You can do it right now. You can look at your dog while they're looking at you and know what the fuck they're thinking at you.
You know, I feel like some of my pets would be easier with than others. Like my cat Cheska, I could probably just look at her and automatically know that she either wants food, or she wants to be picked up.
Right. You'll know something.
She only wants those two things.
Okay, so I've got weed butter made. Now I'm gonna make weed oil. Like vegetable oil.
That'll make cart oil.
No, vegetable oil.
How the fuck are carts even made? How do they get the
propylene glycol?
Glycol.
Yeah, that's the liquid that it's mixed in.
The wax is very, very thick.
Someone mentioned the cartologist?
Bro, the cart that I have right now, the oil is mad thick.
Is it?
It's a real Muha. Most Muhas are...
Nah, shut the hell up, bro. That shit fake as hell. That shit...
I've never even seen a Muha. I've never even seen a Muha.
I'm sorry.
You want to see the tracking code?
If anybody's lies, all Muha meds are straight venom. straight Fent reactors, no matter
pure Fent. It's pure Fent.
It's pure Fent. Pure Fent.
Okay, you're smoking straight doggy pesticides in them bitches. I don't care where you get it from, who you get it from, they're fake.
I know where it came from.
And you
from Muhammad's itself.
It came from Michigan.
Maybe it's different out there. You live next to California. Maybe you actually do get the real Muhammad.
Cause I get the real fucking Muhammad's, bro.
Scope lives in Ohio.
And Michigan is not very far away from here.
I've never seen a Muhammad, and I'm in California.
It's probably just they're usually in the SoCal dispensaries.
Scope, do you remember Cody?
Yeah.
The weirdo liar in the party, or the stream years ago.
I know what you're talking about.
He was the first person I ever heard Muhammad's from.
But I have other ones too, so I also have a plug like in California, and he like ships shit out of it. And I've had a couple different California brands.
Have you heard of Hidden Hills?
Nope.
What?
Hidden Hills?
I have not had Hidden. Do you know Mitten extracts? Mittens are pretty fire. MKX, I'm not really a big fan of.
I'm assuming you've heard of Cold Fires, right?
Cold Fire? Yeah.
Those are fire.
Nope.
Those are good.
Yes.
Never heard of any of these things any of you were talking about.
And specifically the sauce carts from Raw Gardens are really good. 710 Labs. Oh, really good stuff. I've never been able to get my hands on a Backpack Boys, and I've never been able to get my hands on
those. I don't know, man. I don't know about those.
I've never been able to get one.
I've had fake ones, but I haven't had the real one. I don't like the packaging though. You can't even see the oil in them. That's a little bit concerning
weird.
To me.
That's not nice.
Yes. I think that instantly takes points off if you can't even see the liquid in the dark.
I'm well aware that I attract
I don't smoke fucking boots. I don't just buy shit off the street. I make sure that everything is, like, has codes on it and lab reports.
Bro, what the fuck am I fighting, bro? Fuck Fortnite, bro. I literally just fought an OG Renegade Raider, bro. And 2025. Like, who the
fuck still plays Fortnite?
Only virgins like those people.
I like the Fortnite festival, but like the combat in Fortnite just got so boring for me.
You're not good, man. You gotta learn with the times, bro. It's so fun.
Dude, I played that game since like 2018. I used to be boxing the shit out of people, but it's just boring now. Cause I was a PC player.
Oh hell no, man. That's whack, bro. I guess maybe it was different for you.
It was.
I don't know how to box.
Oh shit.
I haven't changed my building settings since I got Fortnite.
I haven't touched
it. I know how to turbo build, I know how to crank 90s. I don't know.
Nah, I would be like, I would be doing that crazy shit, like editing at like 5,000 miles per hour.
I can't edit at all.
And I got crazy ping on Fortnite back in the day. I'm talking, I got like 2 ping consistently. So nobody could ever beat me in a build fight because my ping was just always better than the other person.
I heard Square Enix has invested recently really big into AI.
Oh shit. What are you weary? I mean doing? Yeah, I really wanna work for Square Enix.
That would be such a cool job. I'm so bummed out that my first big Instagram account got taken down because I was accepted as a collaborator with Square Enix by Square Enix. I was about to get noticed by Square. Why call it the monotony of eternity? When you're outside of this and aware of it all, there isn't really anything new, but when you come down here and you forget all of that, the experiences you have, the connections you make, the lessons you get, you actually take with you, and then it helps the source of creation manifest into a different permeation. And so all life forms that have their life, from microbial existence to quantum existence to extraterrestrial fucking civilization existence, all of it, every experience that all of the lives have add to what the collective consciousness is able to create. Like, being on the outsider, you can't really grasp it, even though you built all the inner workings. But once you're on the inside of it, it's hard to, because we're humans, it's really hard to express. I don't know if you could understand what I was saying. I'm sure you did. You got it, didn't you?
Yep. It's all in my head. It's really hard to explain, though, because we have animal brains.
Right.
But we're getting it. Just simplifying it.
We're trying.
I think, so this being is inside of this universe, and it's really, really small. Like, really small. Like, and I think it looks like a literal atom. Could be like a neutrino, which we're all connected because them little neutrinos are observers of the observer effect.
Yep.
What is the observer effect doing? It's aware of everything all at once.
Yep.
That little tiny quantum particle is aware of everything. And then somehow our living brains or organisms are able to manage those little neutrinos into one and then put you in a little body.
And it's pretty magnificent.
Like that? I don't know. Something had to decide it for it to be like that. Because the little quantum fluctuations that are happening when nothing is happening in a universe.
Everything is happening. Universe. Everything is happening in that.
Right. And I also think that our universe is also blocked out from other universes. Because I don't know why. We could just be actually right next to another universe, and we could be connected to everything in every single universe ever existed. But
well, so imagine like a motherboard, okay? And you've got all these individual parts on a motherboard, right? And none of them are connected until you got the little fucking pieces of metal that run from point A to point B and connect point B to point C until everything goes where it needs to go. So right. Even though all of those things are not connected physically, they are connected when there's power running through it.
And that's power could be like dark matter or something,
right,
that we don't know what the fuck it is because you can't see it. It's not made of matter.
It's fun to think about, and I think people who don't think about shit like this are weird. Like, how can you not want to think about what the fuck it all is?
The smartest people in the world are thinking about this every single day.
All the time, constantly.
The only difference between us and them is they actually are able to do the equations that can replicate what is happening. But I mean, I understand that if you put like the black, I can ask ChatGPT for the black hole equation, put it on my fucking computer simulation, and run a black hole.
Right.
In my little space engine.
Did you hear they created a black hole bomb?
No, I honestly wouldn't mind dying to a black hole. It'll be quick. Maybe spaghettification might be pretty painful. Have you seen that Simpsons episode where they release a black hole and that shit eats up everything?
Yeah.
Build all of that and everything. But to build like a hat, you'd have to make another circle, shape that into a hat, something, or it's like a sphere, actually. It's a 3D sphere or a plane.
Yeah, that's kind of what, in Spore, you start off with a blob, and inside that blob is a bone, and then there's arrows on it, and you can go all directions to it, and then you can grab an arrow and pull it. So then you pull the blob and stretch it into different parts, and then from there you attach arms and legs and other the body parts, and you adjust those too. You can make them bigger and smaller and move around them all the way, and you're building every single aspect of it.
I was looking at it online, and it was like showing like, oh, here's the speed.
Oh yeah, no. So you start off with a ball, basically, when you're building your first creature.
That's exactly what I start out with.
With that ball, you, like I said, you can stretch it out. You can make different vertebrae in it, bigger, thinner, or larger, which makes certain segments of the portions change in its shape. And you can make humanoid ones, and dinosaur ones, and fish ones, and bird ones, and all kinds of things.
Yeah, okay, so that's exactly what doing that with that little ball is like. And yeah, you just do that for like every part of the character. And you can make the balls for like clothes onto your character. For like penises though, you'll have to like make that separate, and you have to like design that completely separately, and then attach it onto the character. Unless you want it to be on your base model, then you can like sculpt out dick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just literally just like sculpting a bunch of little balls, and then putting bones inside of them. And then the last thing, to make those bones sway properly, you have to like, so there's the red, yellow, blue, draw. So the red will sway the most, and then you have to attach those, the color you're highlighting, to the bone. So like, you'll get like a fingertip bone, and then
oh shit!
Start coloring over the finger and stuff, like red, yellow, and blue. Like the red will have the most reaction to your movement. Like you just like take your finger and just like bend it and stuff.
I just instant died.
You probably make the whole finger red, actually. Literally like the knuckle. And then boom. That's how you make a finger. And then you do that for every single part. So like a cape, you'd have to make like the bottom of like the entire like 75% all the way down of the cape, and then like a little bit to the top blue, so it like sways a little bit less than the rest of the like base cape, and then like the base at the top is going to be, oh wait, no, not blue, yellow, and then the base at the top is going to be blue, because blue doesn't move.
Oh shit, we're in sync with... We are fighting Kefka! This is gonna be great. Kefka is one of the most evil villains in all of Final Fantasy. He ended the world twice.
What the fuck? Just the world now, though, not the universe?
Yeah, it was just... only took place in that realm, you know?
Oh yeah. Is it just the realm, or the world?
The world. He started the apocalypse 2 times. Yes, and it's the good boss music from fighting him in Final Fantasy VI. Let's go!
And the story just wasn't interesting to me.
You should play Spore. You start off as a single-celled organism in the water. And you're just moving around and gobbling up little algae pieces and little meat debris, and as you eat these things you get bigger and bigger, and then when you get big enough you learn how to make a call to find a mate, another one of you, and then when you mate it puts you inside the egg, and then that's when you get to start with your little creature creation. And at first, you're just a single cell. You can't do a lot. You can add spikes to it and make it so it, like, drips out poison or fucking shocks things. Give it a mouth, different kinds of mouths, some flippers, and you start turning it into a multicellular creature. And then from there, you become the biggest, baddest predator in the fucking sea. And then from there, you become a little creepy, crawly creature on the land, and you can design it however you want. And that's when you start giving yourself arms and legs and making yourself be walking on all 4s or on 2 legs. You make yourself whatever kind of fucking thing you want to be, And then you start finding other creatures out there, and you can be friendly or you can be aggressive. And you can go and like coo at them and dance with them and offer them little trophies, or you can go in there and eat them and kill all their babies and fucking make them go extinct until you become the fucking baddest predator on the land. And then you become a little tribal stages, and you start growing your intelligence in your brain, and you start making musical instruments and weapons and things to go collecting shit, and you meet other tribes and you make friends with the tribes, or you kill those tribes until you are the fucking sentient species on the planet that's building cities and cars and machines to fly and to mine and to collect resources. And then from there you travel into space and you're traveling around in your solar system. And then from there you're traveling around the whole Milky Way galaxy. And the whole Milky Way galaxy is mapped.
Damn.
There are so many star systems and planets and fucking just everything to go to in that game. You can literally travel across the entirety of the Milky Way and travel into any star and onto any of the planets and moons and start abducting creatures and fucking start terraforming worlds, and like there's a lot you can do in it. Start intergalactic wars, all from a single-celled organism. It's pretty awesome. Spore on PC. Ooh, am I going to do an Alphascape or am I going to do an Omegascape? We just got done doing the Sigmascape. And I already did the Deltascape. All those people who are like, Alpha, Beta, Sigma males, I'm a motherfucking Omega male, fuck you all. Add some obstacles. A couple bumpers that it has to go over and through. And then you calculate the distance in time, that the difference in time that it took for it to complete the movement. And then from there, you fill it to where it will crest the top of the first bump and see when it touches the bottom of the first bump thing to when it gets to the top of the first bump thing, how long that took. And then the next point, you do another type of test, but at the top of the first bump, right when the water starts pouring down. And then you test that speed that took. And then you do the same thing along every bump. And then from there, you've got calculations of straight across, of rises and falls, and continuations. And then, once you have all that measurement and have all that data, then we could put things in random locations in different positionings to see how that affects the overall. And then, once we have all of those numbers, we should be able to figure it out.
Okay, hold up. You gotta use the laws of motion, gravity, angling, deceleration, and acceleration, because all of that plays into effect how the water moves, up, down, odd shapes. Then you get a means calculation of that. And from there, we can do a control. Calculate how long it takes to get from point A to point B, then next, add some obstacles, add some bumpers, calculate the difference in time it takes to complete the movement. Then there, you fill it to the top, or no, you get a crescent. This is, you get like a hole or something, and then you fill that up to the top of like one of the bumps, say how long that took. Yep. Test how fast it goes down. The crescent hole,
and you do that across each thing that it goes up and down. Because each one of those up and down angles are going to change the variation of speed, plus the more water coming in behind it to continue the fill. And then we have that measurement with all of those speed equations from rising and falling with obstacles in place. We should wind up being able to utilize that to create a mathematical formulation equation that expresses any way how water will move over a surface or liquid. Now, whatever instruments we need to use to do all this testing, I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't know. But I have a feeling that that would be the methodology to figure that out. But then we have to start doing mist equations of water too. Particulate water. And vapor. Is that a part of the equations? Because that's also a way that water moves. When water is heated and there's a thing in it, then it has condensation on the sides, which is collections of water, which is movement of water. So then we got to figure out another aspect of this. Which that's a heating and a cooling. But I'm sure we understand rates of condensation and evaporation, don't we? We have all that.
Right, I think so.
But then the way that the water droplets collect on the windows or the side, and then the way that
This is about half a sheet here.
So, ergot alkaloids are produced by the fungus genus Claviceps, which lives on cereal kernels and grass seeds. So just get some rye and grow your own ergot.
I don't know how to make it from ergot, and I don't think I have the glassware required to do so. Because you need a condenser.
How to grow ergot. Ergot Claviceps on rye.
Just grow rye, and then just leave it.
Now, go make bread to the village. Better yet, good old-fashioned orange sunshine. Yeah, just get a biochem degree and thousands of dollars in lab equipment real quick. Just do the old-fashioned way. Fermentation, straining out the muck from the surface. Go on. A little St. Elmo's fire is no big deal when you only live to 30 anyways. Take a big bite of the rye bread.
Yeah, didn't like a medieval city like trip absolute balls on?
Yeah, the French Revolution, the first when they beheaded their fucking king, was because of ergot poisoning on the rye bread. They all tripped balls and thought he was fucking going crazy, and they all went nuts and killed him in the streets. And
we should start doing this at the White House.
We should. We need to lace all this with less FDA fucking approval over what's going on with our cereals. For all we know, all of our cereal supplies are going to be infected with ergot, and the whole country's going to trip balls and fucking kill everybody.
Could you imagine if someone laced our president with acid?
I still want to take all of the world leaders, lock them in a room after making them eat a quarter ounce of mushrooms each.
I love that they rate you.
I do too. Hi, Aiden. How are you? That was great. I love that Dan Dragonslay likes to drop his community off here.
Still, though, I have
so at Aiden Von Wolf. Go follow at Aiden Von Wolf's channel https://twitch.tv/.
I've never come across Fent either.
Check out at Aiden Von Wolf. They are playing 7 Days to Die.
They are great people. I agree.
/twitch.tv/aydandvonwolf.
You know a lot of great people, Aiden.
I'm glad to be their friends.
I'm glad to be your friend.
Not realized.
What?
Trauma dumping welcome. Let's heal together. I work hard for my people.
You do. I know you do.
Or maybe if you
what
did,
are you up
then
to
it
today?
wasn't in a high amount.
It's not something you usually like tell people. Fucking shit.
Also, oh fuck! I forgot to get more kratom when I was out.
Fail.
Kratom is now illegal in Vermont, so I can't get it anymore.
Jesus
You
Christ.
can't get it anymore? Man, what the fuck is up with Vermont?
I don't know.
Wait, did you ever end up smoking the DMT that you made?
No, but I still have it. I mean, I smoked a little bit of it, like a really, really, really small amount.
Like, if you could imagine salt kernels, like 2 salt kernels.
No, I love DMT.
Zeko, you gotta do more than that.
I know, the picture you showed me, that's like a lot more.
Yeah, that little picture that I sent is a lot more, but that lot more, if you do it the way that I said, is not gonna make you have a breakthrough. You're not gonna be out of control of yourself.
I have a scale. I can figure out how much I need to do.
30 milligrams off the fucking E-mesh. Or the dab.
When he did it before, he didn't even get any feeling on it because he did so little.
Oh.
So I'm just trying to give him to do enough to where he has a feeling, so he can kind of see the colors and hear the chat sound change.
I'm sure after that I was like.
But then after that, when he realizes everything was cool, then he can take the bigger hit where he feels like he's dying or he might be dead already.
Everything sounds so digital when you're on DMT.
It does. It really does. It doesn't sound like it's real.
Going through like a fucking radio.
Through a weird alien machine radio.
Yeah, like in everything.
But then that sound becomes a sound. That weird machinery sound, though, it becomes a beautiful music.
I know! Like, all the sounds around you somehow turn into, like, this thing.
Yeah, it turns into this weird, garbled machine sound, and you can't understand any of it, but then after that garbled machine sound just becomes this fucking music. The
sound of my
tone
computer.
and sound that is just awesome. It's got these weird, embossed, like, grooves, and...
Looks like a Dyson sphere, but really small. It's got
right.
Dyson spheres,
But this thing was flying around by itself with no propulsion device. They found out that it's not joined metal, and it's not like two half spheres that are put together and sealed. It's one solid round piece.
So the aliens have good engineering.
Yeah, and somehow it gains weight.
It gains weight?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminds me of that Bob Lazar thing where he was talking about Element 151 and how, like, UFO, like, ships would use it to manipulate gravity to move.
Right.
Yeah.
And so supposedly this thing hit power lines in Colombia somewhere and just hit and then crashed to the ground.
My question is, how do they keep crashing?
We're crashing them. Maybe the 5G that we invented was a way so we can make them crash. Should I put some of this keef on my bowl?
Weapon in my envelope?
I love it when Scope's back there shredding like he does.
Yeah.
Scope, Zeko, and I have all been talking about impossible mathematical formulations and the multiverse and quantum mechanics and
interesting.
Just a lot of deep philosophy and math.
Do you ever think about what yourself is doing in the multiverse, like other versions of yourself?
Everything.
Literally.
Everything that I could have ever been doing is being done.
I agree.
Like
that's what's so crazy about the
Zeko and
multiverse.
I came up with a new form of infinity, ultra infinity. And so you know how infinity means it goes forever, right? So infinitely means it would just go on forever infinitely as it is, okay? That's one track though. There's an ultra infinity for all probabilities, for all tracks, to all potentiations of things to do, which encompasses all probability as well as the infinite momentum. It's the infinite probability of things.
Why are all the pictures of this shit in black and white?
Of what?
Of the alien orb.
AlphaScape version 1 now accessible.
Speaking of aliens, did you see that video when they were fucking like retrieving the dead alien corpses?
No.
And they're trying to say that it's old, like they're trying to say the footage is old from a festival.
Where? I haven't seen that.
No one has footage of this so-called festival.